What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's always a huge thanks for coming back. We really appreciate you. All right, so today we are fully moved in to the new shop. We are completely out of the old one, and basically today's gonna be a little bit of organizing because, as you can see, everything's just exploded all over the shop. So we're actually gonna go ahead and take everything off the pallets, organize it onto the shelves, and then maybe hopefully get the red truck here in the shop and start tearing the thing apart because we gotta make more parts, man. I really want to jack that thing up a few more inches and basically make a complete 4 to 8 inch kit for you guys because I've been asked way too much and I have to do it. So again, so we're gonna start by doing a little bit of organizing. I'll throw you guys on a time lapse and we'll pick up from there. Okay, guys, so real quick update time. We've been working on the shop, getting it set up pretty much all weekend, and we have some small updates. So this area is pretty much the messiest area right now. We still have all the kits that we've had made over here on the side and a few miscellaneous items over here. This area still looks like a mess because we're working on the power. We've got a couple of outlets ran. This right here is going to be the one for our plasma, and then that's going to be for the time being. It's probably going to be for the compressor, but eventually it'll be for this machine if we ever get it fixed. But other than that, it's basically just putting the machines back in here, and this area is going to be pretty good. We are still working on wiring this thing up. I'm waiting on a breaker, but this should be done probably tomorrow. We'll have that up and running. For the time being, we're probably going to be cutting and welding in this area. I'm still waiting to hear back from the landlords. They're supposed to be running us more power, like our own step-down transformer and another panel here. I don't know if I told you guys, but when we leased this building, we were told that there was like more than enough power for what we're doing here. And then we started looking into it, and we found out that it was actually like maybe barely, if not a little bit less than what we actually need. So we talked to the landlord, and like I said, they're gonna run us there. It's actually pretty cool because this was set up to be able to easily run more power to it. Like there's already the power cables and everything from the main that's run to this building ran. There's another circuit, I guess, ran to this building, but it was never used. So again, they just got to get a step-down transformer and another panel, and that should be it. So once they confirm that they are going to go through with that, from that panel that's going to probably land somewhere over there between that column and the bathroom, we're going to run another run up and down right there, and then this is going to be our welding area. I'm trying to keep everything relatively close to the windows. That way all the fumes can kind of just easily escape out. Whenever we're welding or cutting, we'll crack open a window, turn on the AC, the fans, and it should blow everything out of the window and not allow it to go into the rest of the building. But yeah, this is pretty much our most organized area right now. Like we even have an empty shelf that we'll probably be putting some of the stuff that's over there on this shelf. But we've got a lot of our welding stuff that my welder here uses, some leftover parts. All of my shipping stuff is right here, although it probably should be right there, because this is where my shipping area is going to be, basically this bench. We are going to cut it back probably like about 4 feet or so down to like somewhere over here. Well, because I don't need this big of a bench, but also to be out of their way. The last couple of things that we got to run is, like I said, that power over there, and then we got to hook up this compressor on the outside. Luckily, There's already conduit. There's there's even a hole on the wall already because whoever was here before, they also had their compressors on the outside right here, right there. So as you can see, there's already holes in the wall. There's already conduit. It's just run a hose to that copper line up there because that's what they also used to use for their air. So like I said, it's set up pretty well. By the way, you're probably not gonna be able to see anything, but this is the Raptor that's in here right now, and my buddy's doing coil buckets on this thing. He's probably gonna do A-arms, the whole build. I haven't really talked to him about what he's doing to this truck, but usually when he does that, he's gonna be doing some cool stuff to it. The rear, it's in most of the way, and it's got a big old, I believe it's a 3.0 triple bypass or whatever shock. It's pretty cool. It's on Devers. This thing's it's gonna party. Pretty cool. Again, it's pretty cool that I get to see all of these trucks now like super often. I'll show you a Raptor that's outside. It's pretty freaking cool. But yeah, I'm gonna finish cleaning up those outlets. Everything's already ran. I just gotta hook up the breaker for this outlet, put the actual outlet in, and throw some P-clamps here and there, and we'll pretty much be done with these outlets. If I have time, I'm gonna go back and try and wire this press brake, which should be pretty easy too. We built this little pedestal that's gonna hold that little box, which is basically our disconnect. So that's gonna live somewhere over here, basically just out of the way of the door. And then we're gonna use this conduit to run our wires into this little bathroom where the power panel is at. Again, one of the cool things, at least for me, about owning this business is that I've had to do a lot of things that I have never done before, and that I thought I never would do. Like, I was like, I'm never gonna be messing with electrical. Like, I don't want to be getting all shocked, which I did, by the way. But like owning this business and seeing how much all this stuff costs, and because people think that like owning a business, like, oh, you have all this money, you're doing all this. Like, nah, like you're usually basically scraping by, and you got to do stuff like this. So, you know, try and save money here and there wherever you can. And like I gotta say it was a pretty cool experience learning to run this stuff. Like, we messed up in a couple spots. Like, I messed up right there, so I had to add a little, you know, joint to it. And I'm sure I did stuff that I wasn't supposed to, you know, like I don't know all this stuff really well yet, and I probably shouldn't be showing you guys. But like I said, we tested it. We already tried the welder. Like, it worked perfectly, you know. So at the end of the day, I think it's gonna work. I did everything in a way that I made sure that nothing would burn down too. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it. And like at the other shop, like we built that little office, we framed it, we threw drywall. I had to tape it and mud it before I left. You know, it's all that stuff that I had never done before. So it's pretty cool. It's a little stressful at times, but I like it. You know, like I like that one thing that I've always said that I love is learning. I love learning to do new things and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool that I get to. Anyways, like I said, I'm gonna go finish up, and then we'll finish cleaning up this area. And yeah. Okay guys, so I'm gonna show you the shop. Right now it's probably as clean and as organized as it'll ever be, especially before we start actually working on here and bringing the trucks and tearing them apart. So I still gotta clean the floors, but other than that, like, it's about where I want it to be. So let me show you. So we've got this area kind of for miscellaneous stuff. I bought that basket to, you know, use it on the forklift. My buddy already changed that light bulb, and I'll be running the air hose and stuff like that off of that. So that's why I got that, you know, trying to be safe. But we've got all of our, like I said, miscellaneous stuff. Some of this stuff still has to find a home. Like probably some of this stuff's gonna get thrown outside. But anyways, and then we have our press brake area. This one's gonna end up being over there by the window, and then the welder's gonna be over by the welding area. But other than that, This is gonna be pretty clean. We've got the press brake. I still have to hook it up, but that's coming hopefully this weekend. And then we've got my table. I guess this is the last thing that I still have to organize, but I was using it. I was working off of it. And then we've got our whole cutting area. My tool cart, I still have to find an actual home for it. So I'm not sure if it's gonna live kind of like right here to kind of give me a place to work off for the press brake, or if I'm gonna end up moving it over there to have it kind of close to the trucks. So that's still pending. But yeah, we have our plasma table. I've got my plasma back on the wall. My buddy Jose built that little rack to hang it off the wall. And then we have our power fully finalized, and like I think it looks pretty freaking cool. Like it's pretty stout, and I'm actually really happy with the way that it turned out, especially for not having ever really done this before. Like I said in that last clip, it was a pretty cool learning experience. But anyways, like I said, this whole area is pretty much finalized. And then I've got my inventory on this rack, which I think looks pretty cool. It fit in there like almost perfectly. I gotta get all the machines back and running because we're running pretty low on track bar brackets. Like I said, that's like the item that I sell the most of individually. So we gotta get more of those made and more cross members. But yeah, again, like I said, we have still quite a bit of inventory, so that's good. All of these is gonna get probably like weld screens or something behind it, either that or plywood or something behind it, as well as a big weld screen door right here. That way, when he's welding, he's not blinding everyone else over here, you know, especially customers that we might have come in or that my buddy might have come in. So yeah, but again, super happy with the way that everything's looking and with the amount of space that we actually have right now. Like, actually, you know what? Let's go to the top. And then I'll show you what we're gonna do with those pallets. The neighbors on the other side are a little bit noisy, so hopefully it's not coming through too much on the video. So anyways, pretty cool view. If I really wanted to, I could really squeeze 2 trucks in here and still be comfortable, have enough space between them to work. So like I said, we're pretty happy with the way that it's turning out. We did utilize the top of the bathroom to store some of the stuff that we really don't use that much. The only thing that I probably should have left a little bit more accessible is those leaf springs. Again, like I said, we're going to be doing something cool with those. I'm excited for that. And then up here, like I said, we have all these pallets. My welder, my buddy, has access to them, and some of these are really, really nice pallets. So we're gonna get really crafty and DIY, and basically use them as a railing all along this edge right here, because obviously, as you can tell, there's no safety here, and we do want to utilize this space, that office, clean all this up. We're planning to double up on the plywood here because the roof is not the most solid feeling structure. So we'll probably have to fix that, but that's going to be once we financially recover. But yeah, like I said, we're going to use a lot of these pallets to make a nice railing around here. Also, we have been shipping out orders. Right now I'm a little bit delayed just because some of those boxes are in back order, so we have to wait for them to come in. But by hopefully this weekend, I should have a whole bunch of the orders out. You've got UPS coming. And again, a huge thank you for the support, guys. We really appreciate it. But yeah, and then last thing I want to show you is the truck that my buddy's working on. This thing is freaking sick. The front end got all these pretty cool parts, if you ask me. This thing's definitely gonna party. Yeah, I freaking love this truck. It's a 6.2 Rush, I believe it's supercharged Raptor. Freaking awesome truck. I think if I ever bought a Raptor, it would probably be this, but in super cab. But yeah, I definitely think that'd be a pretty sweet ride. But I think before I ever bought one of those trucks, I would definitely set up a F-150 OBS like that. Maybe with like a 7.3 Godzilla or a Coyote. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, guys, anyways, again, a huge thank you for just being here, just following us, all the support. I love how excited you guys are about this move. You know, just like I am. Like that last video got kind of crazy with the super excited. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm just super excited to be here for reals. Like I love this place. It's so cool, and I can't wait for all the cool stuff that we're gonna do in here. And I really can't wait to start working on your guys' trucks and do your installs. You know, it's gonna be fun. So again, leave a like, leave any comments down below that you might have, and don't forget to subscribe because it's gonna get pretty fun. And again, I'm gonna try and make at least 2 videos a month, if not every single week. But again, yeah, hit that like button, leave any comments down below, and we'll see you in the next one.